Hello and welcome back to my channel. I had a completely different video planned for today. I actually did film it. I was telling you how I cut my hair and all about TikToks, but that's gonna have to wait till Wednesday because the Rain on Me music video came out and there's so many stunning looks. I could not just not recreate one of the looks, so I did two. So if you would like to see how I created the Lady Gaga look and the Ariana Grande look, then just keep on watching. First of all, it's crazy windy outside, so just letting you know. Second of all, life has been testing me. Technology has been testing me. First, my laptop falls during the night because I've put it on the chair and there must have been something there, so it kind of slid down, and my charger broke, so I had to buy a new one. And then one of my light plugs stopped working, so I had to buy a new one. And now, today, as I sat down to film, I plug in my mic and then there's like this odd like static noise in the background. I always try and check my audio before I start filming, especially after that time I forgot to plug the mic in. Turns out the cable has been like unplugged too many times and it's just like worn out. I have to buy yet another cable. I'm telling you, it's been testing me. But we have started finally, and let's get into the tutorial portion. The makeup looks, because I'm thinking of doing both of them. You would have seen what I do in the intro. The makeup looks are pretty basic, quite minimalistic. So today, unlike what I usually do, I'm going to do my base first, not my eyes. They are so simple. You can do your base first. For my foundation today, I'm going to use the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation. I love this foundation. It actually looks so good on an oily skin. If you want to see how well it wears throughout the day, I will leave this wear test video up in the cards, or you can find it on my playlist. However, the shade that I have is number 7 and it is just ever so slightly too dark for me. So I'm going to lighten it up with Revolution Pro Foundation Mixer Lightening Drops. By the way guys, what do you think of the Rain on Me music video? Make sure to leave your comments down below. I would love to know. I actually quite like the minimalistic approach of it, of how it's just them dancing. There's not like that much story behind it. I mean, I appreciate music videos where there's like a story and you're kind of watching a small movie and there's just like music in the background, but this felt somewhat refreshing. Time for some concealer, and it's going to be Revolution as well. I'm taking the Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer and I have the shade C5. This is such an easy makeup look that I'm going to prime my lids with this concealer as well. And I just made a horrible mistake because I usually like to cream bronze before I put my concealer on. This kind of prevents from the concealer to crease too much before I powder, but now I have to wait. I mean, in the two looks that I'm recreating today, neither Gaga or Ariana have like super sculpted cheekbones. They definitely look bronzed, so you know what I'm gonna use. I'm going to use a combination of two products. My standard matte base concealer in 13.5 from Revolution and the fast base foundation in F14 to contour. I was actually considering doing that dark look that Ariana has, but I don't have any rhinestones. Let me know if you would want a tutorial on it anyway, and then I'll just buy some rhinestones. Look at this concealer. That's why I always bronze and then I do my concealer so I can set it immediately. But it's alright, I'll just have to tap it out again. I genuinely feel like crying right now. I was just changing my battery because it died halfway through filming. I put it in and then there was an error on display and I couldn't get it off. I tried different battery. I put the one that was dying back in and then that gave me an error and I was like, great, my camera's dying. I need a new one. Great. Thankfully it's working now. Hopefully we won't have any more hiccups. Good job I checked the last clip because I was out of focus. I'm telling you, there's something going on. And what's going on is the creasage. Have to tap that in. I know my base looks kind of heavy right now, but I wanted a flawless base because, I mean, it's Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. I want to look flawless. And now, finally, it is time to set. As you'll know, I don't like the feel of powder on this skin, so what I usually do is set my under eyes, my chin, my nose and my forehead, and then I'll take a brush and use the residue to set the rest of my face. And because I've got concealer on my lids, I'm also going to powder my lids. I know I look a bit powdery right now anyway, due to my oily face. By the time we finish, it's gonna look just right. Even if you over powder, you can just use a bit of setting spray to take that powderiness off. I really like my base. That foundation, it looks so good. Like the coverage, how it looks on the skin. They really don't look like they're wearing blush, so I'm going to skip it, but they were not shy when it comes to highlighter, which is exciting. For my highlighter today, I'm going to use Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. I used this quite recently and I really liked how it looked, so that's why. Besides, I can clearly see on Ariana's nose that the highlight is like golden undertone, and this is exactly that, so that's also why I'm doing it. And I do have a dilemma because Ariana and Gaga have different brows, so I'm going to end up with two different brows today. And I'm going to use my eyelid pomade in blonde to achieve both of these eyebrows. So for Ariana, you just kind of want to go straight and make the tail like disappear almost. It's going to be a thick brow today though. I always call these spot brows because that's what I associate those brows with. I know Spock has them like going up, but it kind of gives you that effect. That's way too thick. I'm going to have to clean that up in a second. Gaga has a completely different brow in the sense that her brow, it's like yeah, that kind of brow. So it's quite thick at the front, and then unlike Ariana's, she has a very thin tail. Again, two completely different brows. And now the moment you've actually waited for, the makeup looks. And what you're gonna need for both of these looks is just black and white eyeliner. I'm using the Glam Eyes from Rimmel liner and Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Drug Lord. For Ariana, I'm going to start off with the black and give myself a fairly dramatic wing. I'm going to take the Drug Lord liquid lipstick on the back of my hand. You could use a palette if you want. And I'm going to pick up a liner brush. I'm going to dip it into my lipstick. We're going to start off by tracing underneath that black liner. And then what I like to do to get this curve nice is start from the middle, slowly follow your natural crease and then go up slightly, and then go from where you usually in a corner highlight, that's where you want to start. Follow the natural line of your crease and join that in the middle. Hers is pretty thick, so don't worry about it if it's thick. In fact, I'm actually making mine thicker. It's funny how I'm doing this makeup and I've got the song in my head. And what I'm going to do is take my black liner again and go up that white, because I've noticed that that's what Ariana's makeup artist did. They are simplistic looks, but they have the drama. And what I've really liked about this makeup look is something that's very unusual. I'm going to take the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick on my brush and create a very thin line on my lower lash line, joining what I have here, because it all just flows together to make it like nice and crisp. It's almost impossible, at least on me. I have lines underneath my eyes, so I'm going from my inner tear duct all over my lower lash line. Last element of this eye look is going to be a black waterline. I'm using Rimmel Black Kohl liner and I'm lining my bottom waterline. Let's put some mascara on and some falsies. These lashes are Enchanted by Lashes by Lucy. Now let's do Gaga. But this time we need a lot more Drug Lord. I'm going to take some more, and we might need a white shadow to set this because there's so much liner in this that it might crease. Okay, so she has this in her inner corner, so around her tear duct, and then this white goes just ever slightly above the crease. Let's do the outer corner, and it's in a wing, of course. Make the shape suit your eye. So I'm going up just ever so slightly a bit more, and then I'm filling the rest of my lid in. And to make sure this does not crease, I will set it with a little bit of white eyeshadow. I mean, it is liquid lipstick after all. Don't want it to crease. Let's just set it. Set it and forget it. But we are not done with Gaga yet. The last and final thing for Gaga is to give her a very small black wing liner. When she does look down, you can tell. I like this one more. It turned out a bit more like the original. This one, not so much. You just can't try and be Gaga because it just don't work. Some mascara and some falsies. Okay, for this eye look I actually had to use two different sets of lashes. I did a very natural one underneath, and then I did a half one that would flare out on the outer corner, because clearly Gaga's is quite natural here at the front and then it like flares out. I like the makeup looks, really happy with that. Let's do the lips. For both of these looks I'm going to use the same liner, and it is the MUA Caramel Nougat. For Ariana's side, on the lips I'm putting Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. And for the Gaga side, I'm going to take another Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. This one is Leo. Time for the lip glosses. For the Ariana side, I'm just going to use the Lip Maximizer from Dior. It just needs some gloss. It don't need to be this one. And then for the Gaga side, I'm going to take LA Colors clear lip gloss and just put loads of it on. Okay you guys, so here is, these are my two looks from the Rain On Me music video. One for Lady Gaga and one for Ariana Grande. Let me know which look you like more. I'm leaning towards the Ariana one, but this one is very interesting as well. I hope you have enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. I hope to see you next time.